name is Tim Cunahan, and I'm a lead research fishery biologist with the USGS. One of the things that I'm working on currently is actually looking at invasive species issues, and one of those is quagga and zebra mussels. Things get introduced into the river, and then they become incorporated into the ecosystem. Like, for instance, here is an organism that's not native to the Columbia River. It's actually an Asian clam, but it was introduced at the beginning of the last century, and now is really very prevalent in the Columbia River. One of the first things that got me interested in the work that I'm currently doing was when I was in middle school and we took a field trip and we collected some pond water and we looked at it under a microscope. And I just thought that was the most fascinating thing, that to look at essentially what looked like a clear drop of water, and then to look at it under the microscope and just seeing it teeming with life was just fascinating to me. So one of the things that I do as a research biologist with the USGS is to use advanced modeling techniques to actually predict things about the river. The Columbia River is obviously a big system, but really what we can do is we use remote sensing techniques to actually sense the elevation of the bottom. We can actually look at the river with essentially no water in it. And then based on those parameters, we can actually use hydrodynamic modeling techniques to predict water depths, water velocities, water velocity vectors. And then by doing that, we can actually use those techniques to model the fate and transport of sediments and various other biological components of the system. I'm allowed to, and actually able to, pioneer and look at things that people have not looked at before, and in ways that people haven't looked at them. That's one aspect that I really love about my job. Another aspect is that I really am committed to public service, and I like the idea that my job is actually providing a product and a service to the people of the United States.